It's a season opening showcase from a mountain in Michigan. Today, AMSOIL Championship Snocross presented by BRUNT goes green from the Mount Zion Ski Hill in Ironwood, Michigan. Five-time champ Elias Ishoel has retired, and the battle to be the king of the Snocross mountain is on. Can Emil Moose Hard defend his title? Will Cameron Cole take command in Pro Lite? Can anyone stop Maylene the Machine Katu? Well, strap in. The Mount Zion Snocross National presented by Quick Trip starts now. And they are racing. Hello, everybody, and welcome to AMSOIL Championship Snocross presented by BRUNT. My name is Chris Hockey with Jeff Fisher. We're here at the Mount Zion Snocross National presented by Quick Trip in Ironwood, Michigan. And Jeff, multi-time champion, we are ready to start a brand new season of AMSOIL Championship Snocross. What are you excited about?
You know, I'm so excited. We have guys on new teams. We have new brands, guys switching brands. We got rookies coming up to the pros. It's going to be a great season to see how this all plays out. I mean, we got Emil Har, who's our he's a champ. We got to watch him, but there's new guys that are going to try to make a difference.
We've got great snow in Ironwood, Michigan, and the best racers in the world. Let's throw it down to Erica Allreed, who's with some of them.
I'd say goals this season are to be competitive, run up front, and then ultimately battle for a championship. I think that based on how last season ended, we ended in a really good spot, so hopefully we can just kind of carry that into this year.
It's not going to be easy, but stay consistent and try to get as many wins and podiums as possible.
I love everything from the sleds, wrenching on the sled, racing, like find the lines that you can drive faster on.
Now we go with round one, heat two of the pros. Jacob Björk, Creighton Dillon, Gustav Salston, Jordan LaBelle, Theo Poirier, Gustav Lindgren, Adam Peterson, and Anson Scheel, your 8 sleds here in round one, heat two of your pros, brought to you by our friends at AMSOIL. And they're racing! And they are a bunch into turn one. And it looks like, wow, almost too close to call, but maybe Jordan LaBelle with your stud boy hole shot right there.
He might have, but yeah, he was right there. A little bump out through the corner there, and LaBelle is in the lead.
I saw a yellow flag back. Oh, no, that's what I thought.
Dillon is...
Creighton Dillon in his very first pro race is off his sled.
He got a busted set of handlebars, I think, too.
Oh, goodness. Heavy contact in turn one, but out front, Jordan LaBelle and Adam Peterson battling it out for your lead. And there's your AMSOIL finish line right there. So LaBelle, now Jacob Björk up into second on the 727 there. Gustav Lindgren back there.
I think we got a problem with the 81 Salstein's transponder, maybe?
That could be it. But there's your leader. Out in front, Jordan LaBelle. You talked about it. So strong last year. A great way to start for him this year would be to get this first heat race off his back and get a win here and get out into the ether with a good start to the season.
Yeah, this would really help, LaBelle. Just what he's doing right now, being out front. He knows he can run there. He just has to get a good start, get out front like he is.
And again, we believe there is a problem with Salston's transponder because we do believe the 81 of Salston is running second right now, but we know for sure Jordan LaBelle is your leader out there. That's a great looking sled. The Makita sled looking great.
What's really cool is that Lindgren, he was in the back row and he's sitting in 4th place right now. He started in the back.
He was the guy who jumped early and had to go into the back row, but sometimes you get to set up that first turn a little bit better.
Well, everybody pushes out,
right?
And he can come in with a little bit of speed and come up the inside.
You see at the bottom of the track headed towards the Air Force flyaway right there. That's the 44th Anson Scheel. Big air for the 44 right there. He triples at the top of the track there. 44 right now scored in third spot.
Yeah, he's on the move because he's picking his way through.
Great shot as they make their way down the hill towards the start-finish line. 2.5 minutes left in this race. 2.5 minutes plus a lap. There's some racing in the back right there as well. That's the number 3 of Adam. Oh no, contact, and Peterson goes down. I think that might be maybe, is that Creighton? No, the 36. No. That is Gustav Lindgren right there.
That's Lindgren, yeah.
Man, long night already for Gustav Lindgren. Adam Peterson trying to get his sled rolling again. Meanwhile, back up front, it's still the 5'11" of Jordan LaBelle, smooth as silk.
You know, you look at the timing and scoring from LaBelle to Yerk. I mean, he's pulling almost a 5-second lead on Yerk.
And you can believe that everybody from Heat 1 is watching this and taking note right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Jordan LaBelle came to race here in Ironwood, Michigan. Out of the corner, check it up a little bit. Headed back towards the Air Force flyaway for big air over the Air Force flyaway. A triple and then an almost triple again after that into the turn. So much power out of that Makita sled.
He's got
almost 6-second lead for your leader right now. 1 minute to go in this Heat 2 of round 1 for your AMSOIL pros. Live from Ironwood, Michigan on Flow Racing. Once again through the Air Force flyaway.
Okay, look at triple, and then through that straightaway,
Tries the inside this time. The snow falling pretty good right now. Adding to what we've already got, that's a great shot of it right there. That lake effect snow has just really, it's held off a little bit, maybe twice today. Other than that, as we've drawn towards evening, it's just been hammering us.
Yeah. You know, we pretty much had a good snow all day long here.
25 seconds left, and then we'll see that white flag come out. Your leader, Jordan LaBelle.
See, there we got our timing and scoring figured out. LaBelle, Salstein, Yerk. Yep. So we weren't too far off, were we? But, you know, look at Jacob Yerk on the Arctic Cat. He's pushing up there hard.
So LaBelle, Salstein, and Yerk are your 1, 2, 3 right now. Salstein in the 81, Yerk in the 727. So your leader continues to be LaBelle. About an 8-second lead now as the green continues to fly. 2 laps to go now in this Heat 2 of round 1 of your AMSOIL pros. Up the hill towards the Air Force flyaway. They're bunched up right there. That's the 36 of Gustav Lundgren. The white flag is out for our leader, but that battle is happening right now between Gustav. Is that?
That's Poirier and which looks like he got it right there.
Poirier and Gustav. That's a battle for 5th right there.
Yep.
As the white flag continues to fly up front, there's your leader. A 6-second lead as he heads towards the finish line. And Jordan LaBelle rounds that last turn. Out of the snow and across the finish line, the checkers fly. Jordan LaBelle gets his first Heat win of the season. When we return to the UP of Michigan, the Pro Lite Final is cued and ready. Can Cameron Cole take command of the field? Find out next. AMSOIL Championship Snocross presented by BRUNT is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. A rewarding future starts here. Aim high. By CF Moto. Experience more. By FXR. By AMSOIL. Protection you demand, protection you deserve. And by BRUNT Workwear. Use code SNOCROSS10 for $10 off your first order of $60 or more at bruntworkwear.com. 15 sleds have gathered for the final in the Pro Light Division, brought to you by our friends at U.S. Air Force. It is in the starters' hands, and we are about to go green in tonight's final, and Drew Freeland was your #1 qualifier. And they're racing in Ironwood. Into the turn they go.
Looks like Cameron Cole might be the recipient of the stud boy. Oh no, Drew Freeland.
Drew Freeland, but they are bunched up at the bottom of the hill. Drew Freeland was scored as your stud boy hole shot, but we'll find out if that holds. Meanwhile, we've got a battle at the front. 2 sleds over the Air Force flyaway. Cameron Cole. Johansson, yes. Up at the top of the hill, they're coming around the 911. Jordan Beasy right there is your leader at the moment. We'll set the lineup. 911, Jordan Beasy, Cameron Cole in second, Drew Freeland up to third, Evan Christian in fourth, and Linus Peterson in fifth as they head back up the hill under green. And there you go, the 911 of Jordan Beasy, Cameron Cole, and then Drew Freeland, I believe.
I think Freeland.
Look at that. Big air for the 911 of Jordan Beasy.
Yeah, Cameron keeps pushing hard there.
Cameron looks to the inside, you're right. And they're coming into some back markers as well. That might affect this race too.
Yeah, it's going to start to.
We go down to Erica Allreed with more on Cam Cole.
Entering his 4th year with Coutu Motorsports in his 2nd season in the Pro Light class, Cam Cole says he's in the best shape of his career. Armed with everything he learned during his rookie Pro Light season, the focus now shifts to applying those lessons and putting it all on the line in pursuit of a championship. After building on the success of last season, the emphasis is on consistency and continued progress, trusting the work, sharpening the details, and letting the results follow without getting too far ahead of himself, guys.
Thank you, Eric, and he's putting that all into work right now as he is all over our leader, Jordan Beasy.
You know, other than the back markers, yeah, that's what they're going to start fighting here pretty quick.
Oh, my goodness. The snow just flies at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, you almost think someone hit him or something.
I thought so for a second, I know. Beasy over the Air Force flyway to the outside goes Cameron Cole. He looks to the inside.
He almost pulls it off here every time. It just got to get a little better run at it.
Again, a back marker right there. Oh, slows him up a bit. Over the AMSOIL finish line they go. Beasy and Cole, and Freeland right there as well.
Yeah, those two got around that lapper. Now Freeland just has to get on the lapper to make it interesting.
Over the Air Force flyaway, big air for your leader. And right there, another great shot right there as Cameron Cole has done everything he could at the top of the track to try to make that work. He can't make it stick.
Yeah, it's just you can see how rough it is right there. He just gets in those holes and can't pull it off. It'll be interesting to see if he goes back to that inside again, just because he knows he can stay a little closer.
The thing he's waiting on is Beasy to make a mistake, and he just hasn't done it yet.
No, Beasy is he's running pretty flawless considering it's how rough it is out there.
The lead again with now 30 seconds to go, and Cole to the outside again, and there's Drew Freeland right on their tail. A good run for Cameron Cole at the top of the hill. Oh!
Into the back of him, thought he might have had him there.
Over the AMSOIL finish line, now 2 laps to go. The 911, the 747, and the 28. Freeland is right there. And look at this, Cole goes, is that Cole or is that Peter Freeland to the outside?
Freeland goes around the outside, and he might have a run at those guys.
Over the Air Force flyaway once again with 2 laps to go. It's 1, 2, 3 on your screen. It's all come down to these last 2 laps.
That was some great racing here. 1, 2, 3 in the last 2 races here.
Outside again goes Freeland, trying to get crazy. And did he just take second? He might have. We'll find out momentarily. The white flag goes. 911 and 28. And Cameron Cole into the lead.
And Cole got him on, he went around that outside is what he was done. Yeah, that pass was, it's kind of what Corin Todd did on that last race at the very last lap.
So Cameron Cole takes the lead on the white flag lap. Can he keep it? It's Cole, Beasy, and Freeland as Freeland wants to take away that second spot from Beasy. They reach the Polaris turn at the top of the hill. Make their way towards the finish
Freeland's
line.
trying to come underneath.
And the checkers fly, the 747, and then the 28, and then the 911. Cole, Freeland, Beasley, I believe. Or did they score it the other way? Yes, it went Cole, Freeland, Beasley.
That's what I thought,
Beasley, I should say.
because Cole, Freeland dove in. I thought maybe he was even maybe going to get Cole there.
My goodness. Out of Medina, Minnesota, the 747 Polaris of Cameron Cole.
Cam taking this one down to the very last lap. It seems like you were just slowly and patiently waiting for mistakes that weren't happening. So how were you able to force the issue as time ran down?
Yeah, I was really just trying to hold a good pace, and I was right on Jordan the whole time, and I was just really trying to find a spot where I could get around him, and he was running a really good race that whole time, and I think I found a nice little line on that outside that I really just got through it and made the pass and made it work, and yeah, it was a great final.
Straight ahead, the Wiley vets in the Pro-Am Plus 30 class. These racers have seen it all, but can still throw snow. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Ironwood, Michigan. It's AMSOIL Championship Snocross presented by BRUNT. My name is Chris Hockey with multi-time champion Jeff Fisher. We've got great snow. We're about to go racing with our first feature of the night. This is the Pro-Am Plus 30 class. Tell me about this class.
You know, this class, I ran it back in the early 2000s. Now if I ran it, it'd be probably like Pro 30 2.0. But anyhow, these guys, they keep getting faster and faster. There's guys to watch them. We got Corin Todd coming in, who was definitely a force to be reckoned with last year. Ullman, Peterson, Johnson. There's some really fast guys out there for what I don't consider old, but it is our oldest class.
And they're ready to go racing their first final of the year. We're going green momentarily here in Ironwood. And they are racing! Into the turn they go. And over the AMSOIL finish line, your leader, the 25 of Tyler Ullman.
Yeah, Tyler ran up front quite a bit last year, so this doesn't surprise me in the least that he's up front.
They are bunched up and racing up the hill. They go towards the AMSOIL finish line, or the Air Force Flyway, I should say. 3 sleds right there battling for the lead. Ullman, Peterson, LePage.
Yeah, with 17 riders there. Yeah.
Heavy traffic.
Heavy traffic, pretty early in the race, too.
Oh, no. And that's going to open the door for Peterson right there.
Well, both Peterson and Corin Todd. Now, Corin Todd went up the inside and just got Peterson.
He got him, you're right.
So he's going to go after Ullman next.
So Ullman's still your leader, and now Corin Todd's in second, Brian Peterson in third, using that traffic to his advantage. And that is the 36 right there of Corin Todd. Trying to get around a lapped car, a lapped sled once again.
No, he's trying to go for first. That's Ullman right in front of him.
Is that Ullman right in front of him?
Yeah, right in front of him, yeah.
The snow dust is thick, and I lost track of who that number was right there.
Yeah, you watch Ullman come up here. Todd was right on him.
He was right on his tail. You are correct.
He cut inside and thought he could, we'll see if he tries that again.
And I wonder if Tyler Ullman even knows that Todd is right on his tail like that.
When you're going through that much lap traffic, you don't know one sled from another is the problem.
Look at Todd right on his tail.
Yeah, Todd's right there, and Peterson is right on his tail.
Inside goes Todd.
Yep, he's
coming towards the final turn. The checkers are about to fly. Headed towards the AMSOIL finish line. Your winner is going to be the 36 of Corin Todd. He got around him on the last corner.
Oh my gosh.
Tyler Ullman with a second place finish on the last turn, and Brian Peterson comes in third. Corin, another job well done out there tonight. Can you talk me through that race and all the chaos that ensued?
I got to give a huge shout out to everybody that helps us make this happen. You know, Polaris, Walker Evans, FXR, V-Force Reeds, Woody's, AJ Roberto Mechanical stepped up and sponsored us again this year. Thanks to them. Laurelbrook Resources, thank you to them as well. My kids, I'll see them tomorrow. Marissa, thank you for watching those two crazy kids while I'm here having fun. My dad, huge supporter my whole life.
When AMSOIL Championship Snocross presented by BRUNT roars back, round 2 of the Pro Class is on deck. 42 of our AMSOIL pros are about to go green, and we got a stacked bunch of them again, including the two-time and defending champion, Emil Haar.
Okay, look at that inside now. We'll see if the number 44 can pull it off there from the inside.
They are racing, and they are bunched up in Emil Haar. Right in the bunch right there, but I believe the 413 of Evan Dowd might have gotten the stud boy hole shot. Let's see who takes it. It was Evan Dowd with your stud boy hole shot to the extreme inside. It almost got away from him.
Oh,
whoa.
Well, no, that was a pretty good side hill around there.
And our champ is off his sled at the start-finish line. Emil Haar having a hard time getting away from the barriers right there. The 31. This is not the way the champ wanted this to go. And ladies and gentlemen, he is stuck. I believe his ski might be underneath the side of the barrier right
inside
there.
the barrier. Yeah, that's not a... Now he's a lap down. That's not a good position.
Evan Dowd is your leader, the 413. Jacob Urich and Riley Bester, 1, 2, 3. And finally, our champ is back in green again, but he is a lap down as the U.S. Air Force flyaway. Your leader right there continues to be Evan Dowd.
You know, Evan, we saw him at like Eagle River and a few of these other tracks getting the starts and getting up front. And this is just showing he can do it.
Evan Dowd, Jacob Urich, Riley Bester, 1, 2, 3. As they come around and head for that AMSOIL finish line. The 413 is your leader. Evan straight out of Reamer, Minnesota on the 413 Skidoo towards the Air Force Flyway. And Jacob Urich on the 727 in second. Riley Bester again on the 15. We talked to him earlier tonight. They seemed confident and happy and ready to go in that trailer.
Yeah, they did. That whole Valley team is a great bunch of guys.
They really are.
And they want to race. They just want to ride.
I want to see Levi LaValle. Did it get too cold for him? Where is he? I haven't seen him this weekend.
You never know what Levi, you know, he doesn't want to get out of the heated trailer.
I can't blame him. He's probably doing a flip somewhere. Evan Dowd, Jacob Urich, and Riley Bester. We're watching right now that battle right there between Urich and Bester for second place. 3 minutes to go in this, the second heat of round 2 of the pros. Jacob Urich on the 727 out of Grand Blanc, Michigan.
Yeah, those holes are getting pretty deep even coming after that flyaway too.
At the top of the hill.
Yeah, they're getting pretty crowd.
And I believe Francis Peltier is starting to reel in Riley Bester a bit back there. Yeah, you just see him in your screen right there.
Yeah, he's pulled in.
That's Peltier right there in fourth, trying to reel in Bester. Every point matters once again to set up how you're going to start in this final. Big air over the Air Force flyaway, man. That really, you get a little used to it after a while, but then you see it and it takes your breath away. I'm glad it's them and not me.
Exactly.
Your leader, though, the 413 of Evan Dowd, halfway through this race. Jacob Urich right there in second.
You know, Evan's doing a good job. He's keeping his distance. He's being smooth. I mean, hopefully, you know, we're starting to see some taillights ahead of him. Like he might catch up to some lap traffic, but I think for the most part, you know, he's got it handled.
And there again continues to be your battle for second. Jacob Urich on the 727 right there. Riley Bester right behind him on that blue sled. You saw Peltier there for second and fourth. You talked about Dowd and the fact that he'd had so many hole shots and had good races that he maybe lost as the laps started winding down. Yeah. Once you get over that hump, that changes things for you, doesn't it?
Oh, gosh, yeah. You know, it builds confidence. You know you can do it. You know, you get nervous. Like he says, you're out front. And when you're out front, you don't know what the pace should be because and the guy behind you can hold it on just that little extra half a second or split second longer and pull in on you. When you're up front, you're not sure what the pace is. So he's got to run hard. He's got to run like a scared rabbit and just get out of here.
Motocross, BMX racing, go-karts, and then into stock cars. I raced a lot of things growing up, and I was always that guy. I got in my head if I had the lead.
Yeah.
I never could get past that, but the guys who could, like my big brother, that was the thing. Once they were able to do it one time, they were able to get it out of their head.
Yep. And so hopefully this could be a breaking point for Evan here. He can, we could have a new guy up on the podium consistently.
God, he's been so smooth. Look at this. This is towards the end of the race, and he is absolutely on a line right now. Evan Dowd, your leader on the 413. 30 seconds to go in this Heat 2 Round 2 of the Pro Division, brought to you by our friends at AMSOIL. The 413 right there. Still Urich and Bester, second and third, over the AMSOIL finish line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for our leader. You know what's interesting too is we saw what happened with Emo Har, but look there, Cody Cam, his teammate, down there in 7th as well. I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah.
They were 1st and 2nd in their heat,
Yeah,
the first heat.
Exactly.
There's your leader. He'll come around at the top of the hill, make that last turn right by our booth here, and he'll get that white flag. White flag flies for Evan Dowd. Jacob Bjerg comes across, 3 seconds behind your leader. Speaking of Cody Cam, I believe that's him right there on the screen.
Yeah.
That Evan Dowd's about to lap.
Yeah, you wonder what have Erica check that out for us and try to figure out what happened. For a guy to be up front running so hard the first run and to become a back marker the second.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
And there's your battle for 3rd. Riley Bester right there, just ahead of Francis Peltier. The checkers fly, and Evan Dowd will take the win. Round 2, Heat 2 of the Pro Division. What a staunch run for Evan Dowd right there. Jacob Bjerg comes across in 2nd, Riley Bester in 3rd, Francis Peltier in 4th, and Theo Poirier comes across in 5th. So that'll do it for your AMSOIL pros and their heats. As we go down to the start-finish line, Erica Allreed is with our winner.
Evan, a flawless execution of that race out there tonight here in Heat 2. What do you need to do in the final to replicate this effort?
I don't know, basically the same thing. Got out front right away. It was, man, when you're out front, it's like 100 times easier. I just do it every time. But no, I think just be focused, get my flow, and just do exactly what I did last time.
Defending Pro Women's champ Maylene Couture is injured today. What new racers are going to emerge? We'll find out after this. Earlier today, we toured the trailers as the best mechanics in the sport tweaked and fine-tuned the high-tech racing machinery.
Now this is our Pro-Am Women presented by Bikeman Performance. This is going to be very interesting. Now we know that our reigning champ is just taking starts, and of course didn't even make the final here then.
And Anna Hauger, the 331, now that's a name we know and somebody who's got great hole shots.
Well, exactly, but now she switched teams. She was on the Hemmer Racing team last year. Now she switched teams.
And they are racing up the hill. We got a real jump there.
That was, well, we got some sleds tied together that...
I think that was Kendall Rose.
Well, 120, but we got the number 15 of Avery Hemmer that's in 2nd. Now we'll see how she's on the inside.
Oh man, what a battle and what a move to the inside for Avery Hemmer. The battle up over the Air Force flyaway, and we've got a new leader. You're right, Avery Hemmer takes the lead at the bottom of the hill. Very, very smooth. I'm telling you, now the lead is almost 6 seconds already with 3.5 minutes left in this final for the Pro-Am women. And just nothing getting in her way. Now listen, with 20 sleds on the track, you're going to get into some heavy traffic pretty soon.
Well, that's what I think is going to happen here, you know, within the next lap or two. Well, yeah, even right now.
Already doing it.
She's already getting into lappers. And we got a couple sleds tangled up there.
That looks like the 331.
Hauger.
Yeah, that was Anna Hauger.
Yeah.
Looks like she might have accidentally got into contact with somebody who was already crashed in front of her. And that's the 144 of Cheyenne Goslin. And I'll tell you, that right there was the 4th and 5th sleds in this race, in this final. The lead only 3.5 seconds now. That traffic has really affected her to the fact where Victoria Dillon has reeled in your leader. She might be on the screen for us in just a second, but luckily for Avery Hemmer, rounding the corner at the top of the track.
She has one more turn to go, and she should have it.
Headed towards the checkers for the Pro-Am Women Final. Your winner, the number 15 of Avery Hemmer. And our Brunt Hard Charger and our victorious women Pro-Am Women finalist, the number 15 Polaris out of Now Then, Minnesota, your champion, Avery Hemmer.
Avery, first Pro-Am women race and first Pro-Am women podium and win. You said coming into the night show that you were confident, but did you expect this level of success right off the gate?
I mean, I put myself in a really good position coming into the final and just made a plan and executed it off the start, and it all worked out.
It's time for the best show on the snow, as the biggest and baddest in the world of snowcross are next. It's the AMSOIL Pro Final. AMSOIL Championship Snowcross presented by BRUNT is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. A rewarding future starts here. Aim high. By Skidoo. If you want it, get it. By Sunoco. Fuel your best. By Quick Trip. By Polaris. And by AMSOIL. Protection you demand, protection you deserve. Welcome back to Ironwood, Michigan. This is AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, powered by BRUNT, and we are ready for our first pro final of the season. And Fish, we've got a lot of racers ready to take the green flag.
Yeah, we do. You know, we got Emil Haar, who is always up front, and we got some newcomers, the Creighton Dillons, the Anson Shields coming up through the crowd. Gustav Salston.
Sure.
He is looking really strong. So it's going to be a real interesting final.
16 sleds about to go green. This is the best show on the snow. AMSOIL Championship Snowcross, presented by BRUNT from Ironwood, Michigan, about to go green for the final in the pro division. And they're racing! Who will get the stud boy hole shot?
Was that Dowd?
Might have been. Across the finish line, Evan Dowd, the 413 is your leader. Gustav Salston in second, George LaBelle in third.
Into a pile
Oh
up.
my goodness. Carnage in that turn, but they squirt out of it and head towards the Air Force flyaway. And Evan Dowd continues to be your leader. The stud boy hole shot goes to the 413 of Evan Dowd. And they are bunched up at the top of the hill. Around the Polaris turn. Now
we got a new leader now.
I think you're right. Salston.
Yeah.
The 81 of Gustav Salston is your leader. Evan Dowd in second, Emil Haar now in third.
Yeah, Emil's making quick work of this.
He sure is. Let's see what we've got here. The 81 of Gustav Salston. And it looks like the 31 has made his way into second now. Your two-time and defending champion is reeling in the leader with 9 minutes to go in this final.
Yeah, I think he's got a little time. He'll just he'll cruise. He'll start picking away at the seconds, and he'll be right on his tail.
But the lead is 2.5 seconds right now. Gustav took the outside line. A little surprised by that.
Yeah.
But Emil Haar takes the inside line. You saw the second place rider out there. And look at the bunch behind him. Dowd and Peterson and Bester and Cam competing back there to try to make their way to the podium.
Yeah.
Wow, good racing right there.
Yeah, Dowd's running good. He's looking strong. He's just got some pretty fierce competitors right on his tail.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them there. Cody Cam right there. Adam Peterson right there. As they head across the AMSOIL start-finish line, it's still Salston and Haar. Haar takes the inside. Salston takes the outside. And the leader over the Air Force flyaway continues to be Gustav Salston. Emil just reeling him in slowly.
Just, see how he lands and tries to take the inside and make the shorter, but now watch this.
The 31 is your defending champion, two-time champion. Oh, we've got a crash. Somebody's on their side. That is Riley Bester. Off his sled for Lavallee Racing. He was in 4th place at the time. That's a heartbreaker. And the leaders go by him. Emil Haar looks to the inside again. Gustav Salston continues to be your leader over the U.S. Air Force flyaway.
Yeah, now watch how Haar sets up this corner right there. He just tries to tuck inside quick,
What a
right away.
race.
Now watch him rock around this outside. See if he can gain any ground here.
I'll tell you, we are 7 minutes from the end of this race. So much to do here. But if Gustav can find a way to hold off Emil Haar, how big would that be for that team?
Yeah, that would be huge. Yeah, the Snocross Racing team, they're looking fantastic. Honestly, even to take a second to Emil is not an embarrassment in the league.
But look at this. I'll tell you, He got a look over his shoulder. Emil Haar has not been able to reel him in.
He looks like he's gonna do it, and then it just Salston just finds it a little gaps him again.
And you know, it's funny because Emil will reel him in at certain spots, but then Gustav gets on the gas and just takes off. Like right there, you see it. That outside line continues to surprise me. It's working so well for Salston. Emil to the inside, fighting through some loose snow as they head for that U.S. Air Force flyaway. He seems to have more power right there. That's incredible. The top of the hill, Salston and Hart, that is your battle for the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have 6 minutes to go in this race, Gustav Salston is holding off the champ.
You know, you look at Dowd still in third. He's staying in there. Cam has moved up past Peterson.
Salston takes the outside line again. Emil Hart to the extreme inside.
He is just so close there.
And they head up the hill.
This is going to be a tight one right here.
And over the Air Force flyway, here comes Emil. And Salston cuts him off a bit, takes away the line. Emil looks to the outside again.
Oh, now they switched up the line. We'll see what happens.
Oh, man, Emil Hart.
If Emil can hold it on around this outside, he's got it. Now we'll have the inside coming into the finish.
And we have a new leader. Emil Hart takes the lead, but Salston doesn't let him get away. The outside line again. He tries to carry the momentum.
A little look over
and Emil Hart over the AMSOIL, I should say over the Air Force flyaway, is your leader. And out front he goes.
5 minutes left plus a lap.
Took his time, tried every line on the racetrack fish, and found the one that worked. The top of the hill and over the AMSOIL start and finish line. And down to the bottom. And this time Emil takes the outside line, bogs it a bit, and heads towards that Air Force flyaway. It's Haar, Salston, and Dowd. 1, 2, 3 with Cody Cam up to 4th. Creighton Dillon right now in his first pro race up to 5th. Your leader now starting to pull away just a bit. And you saw so much of this in the last couple of years, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was Haar would start to check out. Then once he got clean and he could get away from everybody. But we'll see. Gustav Salston, he's very impressive. His new team, and he's riding real well.
There's your leader getting into some of the back markers right now over the Air Force flyaway. Emil just making it look easy. As we look back farther in there, Cody Cam, sitting in 4th in the 53, is trying to reel in Evan Dowd. That 3rd place spot would mean a podium for Cody Cam, and he'd like to have that.
But you know who wants it probably more than Cody Cam is Evan Dowd.
Evan Dowd definitely does.
Well, we're going to see who wants it the worst here in the next few minutes.
3.5 minutes to go in this, your pro final in round 1 of the 2025-2026 season. Cody Cam looks to the inside. To the outside goes Evan Dowd. He bogs it a bit. Cam sees the opportunity. They head for the U.S. Air Force flyaway.
Yeah, Cam got a little bit of a run there.
Boy, that is a smooth triple right there from Evan Dowd.
Dowd's looking really good. I mean, he's riding in his zone right now. You can just see it.
And there is Evan Dowd, and there's Cody Cam, the red sled 53, right behind him. As the snow continues to fly and the wind continues to pick up here in Ironwood, Michigan, the quick trip banners continue to flap, and the race just flies on the track. The 53 heads up the hill, and look at that. Creighton Dillon is right behind Cody Cam. He wants to get involved too. There's 413, there's 53, and right into your screen right there was Creighton Dillon, the 96.
Dillon, yeah.
Some back markers as we continue to run. 2.5 minutes to go in this final. Emil is checked out. 4-second lead over Gustav Salston, who continues to run 2nd. But there's your battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, Creighton is staying within reach. You can see that.
Yep. Cody Cam, 53 is in 4th. Creighton Dillon in 5th. And Adam Peterson in 6th. Continue around the corner. Now 2 minutes to go in this final. The 4:13 on your screen is third place. That's Evan Dowd, the best race on the track right now between he and Cody Cam for that final spot on the podium. Down the hill they go. A minute and a half left in the race. Up the hill goes Cody Cam. Emil Hart, 5.5 second lead right now up front.
Yeah, he's picking a half a second a lap at least, you know.
Clean air for the 31 of Emil Hart right there. Two-time and defending champion out of Stockholm on the 31 Polaris. The Moose himself, Emil Hart, looks over his shoulder, sees that he's got almost 6 seconds on Gustav Salston. And it just seems so smooth for him right now. He'll come around and get a white flag on the next lap, I believe. Emil Hart, the number 31, the lead is 6 seconds at least right now for your two-time and defending champion. Over the AMSOIL start-finish line, the white flag unspooled. White flag is out, 1 lap to go for Emil Hart. Trying to end, I should say, start 2025-26 the way he ended 2024-25.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about this earlier. You just have to start this like he ended. And it looks like it's that easy for him.
I think he figured it out.
Yeah.
Around that part of the track one last time at the very top. You see the snow just blowing here in Ironwood, Michigan. Around the Arctic Cat corner. The checker's about to fly. And the win in round 1 of AMSOIL Championship Snowcross goes to Emil Hart. A great run for the two-time and defending champion here in Ironwood, Michigan. Gustav Salston to come across in second, and Evan Dowd holds on for third and the final spot on the podium. And your champion tonight is your two-time and defending champion on the number 31. Ladies and gentlemen, Emil Hart.
Emil Hart striking first here in our AMSOIL Pro Class. Emil picking up right where you left off last season, but this one you had your work cut out for you a little bit more. Some fun battles with Gustav at the beginning of that one. So at what moment do you know you were able to capitalize and strike, and how did you bring this one home from there?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a hard start of the day. I hurt my foot pretty bad, but was able to go through the first 2 heat races. The second heat race was a bad one. I hit the finish line pole pretty hard also, so I was kind of upset for a moment, but yeah, I think I brought that into the final and was able to work my way up to first. Gustav was riding really, really good. I'm super happy for him. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year.
What a weekend in the UP of Michigan. We all wondered who was going to step up in the pro class and challenge Emil Hart. And that answer came from Gustav Salston. It's Moose versus the Goose. And that battle continues in round 2. This is Chris Hockey. Thanks for watching AMSOIL Championship Snowcross presented by Brunt on Fox Sports.